All right, cool. Welcome to the Cult Personality Podcast, Season 3, Episode, I think 5 now. I'm your host, per usual, Mikeymcchoppa, and with me today is John Phelps. How's it going today?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm good. Just ate. Make sure there's no crumbs in the stash. You feel me?
What you have?
It's been a busy day, but I'm good. How are you?
Chilling, bro. What'd you have for food?
I had a nice chicken quesadilla.
Love that.
Yeah, man. Put some hot sauce in that shit. It was all good,
Hell yeah.
and we're
Banger.
chilling. Yeah. But you're a completely new face. I can't even label anyone that I know that you know that got you. How do you discover the podcast?
Um, I think you posted something with the homie Friday.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and he's super nice dude. So
All right, that's
when
what's up.
I watched that episode and then like tapped in with the rest of the stuff that you did, I was like, hell yeah, cool. You put on for the underground and shit. So
That's awesome. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't. I guess I didn't. I didn't get the chance to see. I was like wondering. I was like, because I get DMs all the time, whatever, and usually like pick apart where people come from and how they find me and like through which artists and stuff.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know where this guy came from. So that's cool. That was through Friday. Shout
That's
out Friday.
that's common for me though. That's common for me. Most people feel that.
No, yeah.
Where dude come from type shit.
So where are you from? Are you from New York?
I'm from Rhode Island,
Rhode Island.
but I be spending time like everywhere. Honestly, like I'm like from Rhode Island, but I travel to like LA. I got a lot of friends and family and shit in like Atlanta. Um and I try to get out to Jersey like once a month.
Hmm. That's cool. Rhode Island. How's that like? The only thing I
Where
know, like, the only thing I know Rhode Island of is like, what is it? Family Guy?
Bro, that's what everybody like that's what we always laugh about with Rhode Island. Yeah. That's like one of the biggest things. But it's a super like um influential area because so many cultures from all over the world are in such close proximity to each
Right.
other, I feel like. So you get all these different blends of like people and culture and music. So with my shit, I couldn't help but be influenced by like a lot of different kinds of music and shit.
Yeah, it's like geographically, it's a very small state, right?
It's yeah, it's tiny. It's like
Yeah.
the size of like your fucking pinky nail on a map.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people crammed into an area.
Yeah, exactly. Like my neighbors, were all like Cambodian and shit. Then I also had like some Haitian homies that were like right behind me, and then some white people, like just like all kinds of different culture.
Right. That's
It's a vibe.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
that's awesome. What was I gonna say? No, yeah, that's
That's
really
Providence. That's where I'm from. That's
Providence.
what the city's like in Providence. Yeah,
All right. That's what's up. Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool. This is the most I've ever learned about Rhode Island. But
bro. I'm putting on. I'm putting on for my state. They don't know it yet, but I'm doing
yeah,
it.
you gotta put on for Rhode Island. Take advantage of that.
Yeah,
People are gonna
bro.
think people are gonna think of Rhode Island. They're gonna think of John Phelps.
Right
But
on. I'm with that. I'm with that.
no, yeah, that's cool. I just wanted to establish some like background and stuff before like we get started and whatever because I personally was curious, but also it helps with the viewers and stuff like that, learning
Yep.
about you. But I won't dilly dally or beat around the bush. We'll get into the first question, which is the same for everybody. Even though this is a unscripted podcast, I do try to keep a little bit of structure. Which it goes a little like this, which is John Phelps, the name, the image, the aura, and the energy. How to start, how to get here, and everything in between, kind of like your whole origin story.
Yeah. Man, for me, it's like um, I've always like bringing just kind of a different spin to um, like I don't know. I guess rap music is kind of like at the essence of what I like to make.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I've always liked to be kind of like alternative with the shit. like mosh pit, jump around, like high energy.
Right.
Because you know, it's just always like I said, a lot of punk stuff, a lot of rap shit in like place where I'm from. So I would go to like house shows and see bands
Hmm.
like Matt Young, you know what I'm saying, and like just like want to do that, but with my voice, you know.
Right. Like kind of
Um,
taking from your environment and shit.
yeah, and like making beats. Um, I like making beats on FL Studio.
Right.
That's my shit right
So
there.
you're a producer as well as just an artist in its own, right?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
produce your own stuff?
yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
So like all the stuff that I sent you, it's all like um beats I made. And
That's
like
awesome.
it's cool. I kind of messed around more with like guitars and bass and other instruments in 2020. It was like nothing else to do but like get good at guitar, get good at bass, learn how to
With
make songs.
the whole pandemic and shit.
Yeah, yeah, just had a lot of time to vibe out.
So
And
when did you start?
I mean, musical family, you know.
All right. Oh, so you'll get
So
into that, I assume.
yeah, musical family, bro. Like, you know, my mom's a violinist, which is ill,
That's what's up.
and my dad was a guitarist. So, and then I started making beats and just like didn't look back. You know, I'm like, this shit is like my lifeline.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you make music?
I did for quite a while. I mean, I started when I was 14, but then I took like a big break and I didn't start again until I was like 16. And then
Yeah.
from 16 to 18, I was just making shit and then dropping singles and shit. And then from there, I started a podcast and I kind of just been focusing on this ever since.
What was like some of the first music you listened to where you were like, I'm passionate about like music. Like this is
Bro,
my crazy.
oh, shit. Like when I first like started like becoming like a passionate music listener, it was like 21 Pilots and shit like that. Like no
Yeah.
funny shit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like just like corny alternative shit. Not like that alternative shit is corny. I love alternative music. I'm saying like it was the corny alternative music, not the cool alternative music. So
Yeah.
it was like 21 Pilots and like Hang a Disco and shit like that. And then I got into like other bands and shit. Long story short, I found like Black Bear. And out of Black Bear,
Oh, okay.
I started finding SoundCloud music. And then once I found like Lil Peep and shit, but even before I found Lil Peep, I was already starting to make music. So I guess it really started with like the artists I named prior to that. But Lil Peep was like set that
Big
drive.
time. Yeah.
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 But and then eventually I ventured out and did my own things and then I stopped. I mean, I'm always willing to start again. And I do features and shit still, but mainly just a podcast guy right now.
You're a singer?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do a little whatever the fuck I'm feeling like. I've done tried even
Yeah.
like doing like some screamo vocals shit before, but yeah, really just
I'm the
like
same way. I'm the
yeah,
same way, bro. Like I don't know, the music that I make is so different from like even what the last song I made was. You know what I'm saying? Like I like different styles and shit. Have you ever gone down and just like listened to like soul records, like old shit from like the 70s, bro?
my friend will put me on this shit occasion like that, like old like funk and soul and shit like that.
Funk
Just
shit is
cause
crazy.
he likes vinyl, so he'll buy like weird niche vinyls and put them shits on, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, dude. Go down that rabbit hole, listen to some vibe shit, you know, from like the
It,
70s.
yeah, I've had a couple like yeah, I mean I've dived a little into like psychedelic funk, like Jimi Hendrix type shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then I got into a couple things. I had a hardcore punk like whole fucking
Yeah.
wormhole and
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You
So just
like some hardcore, like American hardcore type shit.
yeah, a little bit of
I'm not-
UK shit too, but like mainly in American hardcore.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what's up. No, yeah, it's definitely good to have that variety too. I like that when it comes to like a very vast discography, very different, you know? It keeps things
Yeah.
fresh.
I like my goal, bro, is to just take one version and like fold it outwards a million times and like show people that like how to be, I don't know, a complete person, you know?
Right.
I feel like a lot of my music, it deals with like ugliness and like negativity, but I try to do it in a way that for me is like matter of fact
Mm-hmm.
and like it's straight ahead, you know? And then also some shit that's just hard. Like I wanted like something that's like kind of hard to listen to, but at the same time got like a dope like drive to it. You know what I mean? It's got like a dope rhythm and it's got like flow and shit to it, you know.
Right.
So that's kind of like my plate, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know.
Yeah, take a little from everything and put it together.
Yeah, because I love melody too. I love putting melody and shit. So this project, I was in the studio last night. We are working on it. Like, it's kind of I'm working on some like weird depression raps, and it's
Mm-hmm.
all like it's like a jazz odyssey album. You know what I mean? Like, bro, for real, trying to make like cinematic, motion picture depression rap. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
wild because it's just whatever you dream of. You know,
Right. Yeah. That's
my
cool.
boy. Oh, oh yeah.
Okay. But no, yeah, it's cool. Like going for like almost like a cinematic listening experience that you're aiming for.
Yeah.
It's very different for people to aim for that. You know, people just like people will say like I've asked this question or not asked this question, but like people have like spoken about like what they go for in music and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I interviewed some guy earlier today and he was talking about how he wants to do like game and like movie soundtracks and shit like that or like video game soundtracks. So that was like the closest I've ever
Honestly, like
gotten.
he sounds like a person I would want to talk to as well because it's all in your approach.
Right.
It's all in your approach. So,
Yeah, man. Moving henceforth, what I was gonna ask. You asked me this question, but I'll ask you like what was the music that got you like, yo, I want to make music and shit like that? Artist, music, whomever.
um, Slipknot, Grateful Dead, Gucci Mane, yeah,
That's what's
Linkin
up.
Park. I heard Linkin Park and I was like, this is crazy. I want to play this. Um, just like Justin Timberlake, yeah,
A lot,
his
yeah.
album Future Sex Love Sounds. That's a good album. I love that fucking album. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? That's a good album. I would listen to that. Anytime I need to get inspired, I listen to that album because that's a concept album. That shit is fire. And like, I've always thought if you can make like a listenable concept album, then you've done something like special. So, um, let's see, Pink Floyd, Waka Flocka, Young Thug,
Shout out
Free
Young
Thug,
Thug, Free Thug.
Free Thug, Free Thug, fuck, Free Thug.
I was,
But
I
it
was,
looks like they got his shit reduced, which is cool.
yeah, I know like the fucking plea deals. Everybody taking the plea deals was like kind of like a hiccup in the whole process because you know how that automatically just means that YSL is a gang organization in the court's eyes. Because
Yeah,
they were trying to say it's a record label, you know. They're like, oh, there's no gang affiliation here, but those plea deals fucked that up. But
yeah.
facts.
Well, prayers up. You know what I mean?
Word. What was I gonna say? No, yeah. You're a real music guy. You're naming like vastly different artists, which I really fuck with. But like everything from like old rock, like old like dad rock type shit, you know, like
Yeah,
80s,
Grateful
70s
Dead,
shit.
Pink Floyd is shit.
Yeah, all the way to even like more not as new, but like still newer, like new metal and shit like that. All the way
Yeah,
to like, some regular 2010s like trap shit.
yeah,
What
yeah.
what what introduced all these different tastes into your ears and your brain? Like, what got you into all these different artists and different tastes
The
and different
internet.
sounds? The internet.
I was just like always on the internet and found like everything. Like, you know what I mean? You just find music. You go on YouTube and search up anything that you want to find and
Right.
like be there. And then like do you remember like blogs and stuff?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was elite. If you think about like blog era, like rap shit, blog era rap shit was kind of on another time, bro. Like honestly, the content at that time was so crazy, bro. Like motherfuckers was really like, I don't know, crack like tapped into some really ill shit.
You had to really.
And
I
like,
feel like back in those days, you had to really, really deep dive to find that like underground niche shit.
or you had like a blog that you would go to.
Hmm.
Like you had a spot you would go to, like World Star, or you would go to Ill Roots. Like Ill Roots, I don't know, like Ill Roots was some ill shit. They were really dope. They were really, really dope. Like I say ill to this day because of Ill Roots, because they're just the
Yeah.
ones. Um, there's like a bunch that like, I don't know, people in my city and stuff started up, just like cool shit, and it was like I don't know, it was like a coverage thing. Like you would put like music out and shit on like the internet, and it was like, I don't know, you could just find music so easily back then. And like, do you have like the Dat Piff app?
I don't.
Dude,
It sounds
you should
familiar
down
though.
you should download that shit. It's all like mixtapes and stuff.
Mm,
It's all
that's what's
mixtapes.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
Who
that
like
shit
who,
is ill. I recommend Dat Piff.
can you recall like any specific artists that you found from like any of these blogs or like the blog era, like World Star, Ill Roots, whatever?
Um, Action Bronson, like early on.
Yeah,
Um, let's see. I put mad people on. I mean, like, do you know like Currency?
it sounds familiar. I might have seen his name
Yeah,
or his face somewhere.
look Currency up. He's ill. Um, Wiz Khalifa, you're like Wiz. You know Wiz
Yeah,
Khalifa. Obviously, the motherfucker is huge. That like I feel like Wiz was like the artist to come out of that era, if that makes sense. Like the
right.
artist to come out of that era. It was
Yeah, he
like,
had great potential too when he first came out. I remember everybody being
you know
crazy
when
about
like
Wiz.
when like SoundCloud popped, you would have like the leaders of that shit.
Right,
And where you like, I don't know, I'd say like Uzi, Peep, I mean like fucking Tracy, just like that kind of circle of motherfuckers. Like you have like a freshman class, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You have a freshman class of that shit. Um, and that was just like that's vibe shit. So I'm down with it.
that's what's up. So you've been involved within or like at least like had a drive or passion for music for a while now.
I've been a fan for a minute. Hell yeah, been a
Yeah.
fan. Been a fan for like ever. Yeah.
So with that being said, how do you feel like the current standing of music or like the future of music now with things like TikTok and everything's on YouTube? There's like
TikTok's
can
the shit.
you fuck with
TikTok,
TikTok?
yeah, I'd be on TikTok. Hell yeah. TikTok be helping me get like my streams up on everything. Honestly, like if it comes down to it, and I gotta like promote like some shit, I use TikTok.
That's what's up. I be low key, I be shitting on TikTok, but I don't know how to like maneuver it or market it the right way.
Don't overthink.
Right. Like
Don't
my
overthink shit.
like when I was trying like when I was making music and I was trying to promote shit on my personal page, that shit flopped.
Mhm.
Every time I post on my podcast shit though, it does like it's low. It's not like viral, but it does decent compared to like what I've gotten before, you know?
Yeah,
I guess
you
it's
gotta
weird.
find kind of like the like the approach. Like it's gotta be like you gotta find like what people kind of are into about the thing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
You
Like
gotta
what
find
they're
your niche.
about, what your niche is, and also like like put captions on stuff. That's mad helpful.
Right.
Like simple shit.
Yeah. I gotta try using TikTok more for like the podcast. My own personal page, I don't care. I post whatever the
So,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah.
No, I
But
mean, like, I did some dumbass, like, fucking TikTok the other day, and, like, the shit went up in views, and it was like, it ended up getting, like, my music video, like, fucking an extra 200 views.
that's what's up. That's good.
I was like, yo, that's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't, like, I don't know. That's just, like, natural. So I thought that that was pretty sick. And, like, the fact that people are finding it and then, like, sharing it or hitting me up on other social medias is cool.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, people find you and be like, yo, your shit on, like, brought me here.
Yeah, it's
Um,
cool. It's cool when you get like that notoriety or that attention and it actually like sticks, you know?
yeah, it's like people actually, like, because I feel like, I don't know, through manipulation, you can, like, get, like, the algorithm and shit to look good, but it's like, I don't know, to get people that actually, like, stick to what the fuck you're doing. That's why with my shit, even though it's different types of, like, videos and stuff, it's all, like, usually my music.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it'd be like, it might be a slow grind and a slow build, but the people that follow you are fans of, like, what you curate and what you do.
Right.
So it's dope. Like, just lean into, like, what it is that you do.
Right.
Same shit with,
Especially
cult of
especially
personality. Mhm.
yeah, well, especially it's cool that you as an artist, like a full-on artist, like you do your own production and stuff like that too. I feel like it's even more of a gravitation towards you because people fuck with what you do, and the fact that what you do is all you and nobody else is pretty cool.
Mm. Yeah, man, I be low key about my shit, but for real, I do a lot. So I like to be a positive force and give back to people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. As for me and my fucking marketing, yeah, I just gotta figure it out how to maneuver it because I always like whether people revolve around the podcast or revolve around me as a person, whatever their approach to my shit may be. It's
Mm.
like either way, publicity. Either way, some sort of fucking attention towards what I do because what my main focus with this thing is to get attention on others, and exposure for others.
Yeah.
So, however it may come, but TikTok's definitely a good tool of it.
Have you thought about doing, like, mobile interviews and things?
What happened?
Have you thought about doing, like, interviews with people and stuff, like, with, like, your phone on, like, the street?
Oh yeah, I've fucking thought about that quite a few times.
Where are you at?
I'm in New York and but right now, like where I'm recording this, I'm upstate because I'm in my parents' crib. But
Okay, cool.
right now I'm in the middle of like moving and shit. Sort of, really, not really. Like next month, I'm really gonna be moving, and I'm gonna be down in Brooklyn. So that's where it really like is more of an opportunity for me to do shit like that. Because over here, there's nothing. It's West
Yeah,
Bumblefuck
yeah,
nowhere.
valid.
Yeah. So, but I've thought about that. So it's so funny that you brought that up. Like I thought about that for months. Like
Yeah, pop out, fucking pull up to how far are you from Montclair, Jersey?
probably an hour. I'm like an hour from everything.
Bro, pop out January 18th.
January 18th.
Yeah,
I could
we're
probably.
driving over there. It's like a 3 hour drive for us. I'm bringing some homies with me, and we're gonna hit this show. This dude Kurt does, like, a really dope artist developmental showcase, and there's, like, a bunch of dope people you would fuck with, and you should come through.
That's what's
Like,
up.
there's a lot of dope artists that are gonna perform and, like, do their thing, and you would really like you would really see some shit. So,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to. Right now, the only thing is like I'm trying to start working and shit.
hmm
So that's like the only thing that might like hinder me in that area. But if not, that'd be really cool. I've been trying to go to like showcase shows to like not like only put people onto the podcast, but also just find
yeah.
out about people for myself, for the listening experience.
Last time I was there, they had these dudes that were printing their hoodies, and they
Hmm.
had their hoodies with them, and I needed to buy one, but they didn't have my size. I was like, They they didn't have my size on me. I'm like, fuck. All right, bro. But
I need more merch from like my homies. and like people in the underground in general and shit. Like that's why like
I'm wearing my homie shit right now. That's actually kind of like sometimes I'll have like at least two things on that the homie made.
yeah, I'm trying to yeah, I need more people. Like I ask people on here, I'll be like, yo, like are you working on any merch or anything like that? And like just because like low key I'd be interested, like what the fuck they got, because I'll cop, you know?
Yo, listen, that shit is yeah. Everybody should have merch, I feel like
Low
you could have
key.
merch. Just have
Facts.
merch. Honestly, people should just make their own clothes.
Word.
Just make, like my boy Fernando is like that, but he's that. You know what I mean? Like he's like that because he's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like imagine like just like your own shit. You know what I mean? Wow, crazy.
I definitely want to venture into like cult personality merch. I just don't want it to be tacky, so I really got to give it thought, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, it's gotta be you. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? It's gotta be
exactly.
100% you.
And I low key have an idea of what I'm gonna do, to be honest, because I have my own swag. Like I'm
Right
not like a
on.
swagless individual, you know? So like I definitely gotta put thought into that. I've been trying like bro, I don't say too much because like everything's in thought, you know, everything's in theory right now because I'm not there where I want to be just yet. But I got so many ideas for the podcast, bro. Like it's cool
Yeah.
that we're bouncing ideas off each other with shit like this because it's I don't really talk about it unless I'm with my girl or like my peoples or shit.
Right on.
So
That's valid too, though.
yeah.
You know, keep it
I
until
keep
you.
it, yeah, I keep it tightly knit because if you say too much, motherfuckers are gonna take it and run off with it and try to do their
Right,
own.
and you also like it's like boxing. You keep your shit tight, jab out, pull
Right,
it back in. You know what I'm saying? Like set the pieces. So less less talk. More. Action,
right, exactly.
respect.
But what was I gonna say? Shit, hold up. So I was curious. I mean, I saw the music video you sent me, the link you sent me, and I was gonna check it out. I had literally was just gonna check it out, and I was eating and shit, and I was busy, a little
Good.
busy. I've been busy all day. Um, and shit, how well? Give me a rundown of like the production of that though and stuff like that. Like, clearly, I like to talk about music videos, and I talk about we just talked about merch, and I'll ask you
Yeah.
about that too. I like to talk about a bunch of shit outside of music, involving music. But like, tell me like the music video creative process for John Phelps.
All right, man. So here's what it is. I'm a visual kind of person,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I feel like I wanna explore that more in the future of like making film. I want to make movies and shit. I would love to make soundtracks, make movies. So that's just like a passion of mine. And like everything down like from like making that shit happen, like idea to
Mm-hmm.
like making it happen in the moment, production. You know what I mean? Editing, I like that shit too. And I just like it's one of my passions. So the 6 6 music video, this shit just dropped. That's the shit that went viral, like low key on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, kind of like moved it up. And with that, I collaborated with my boy Matt M Sully Media and Steven Trade Films. And Steve is like a legend in Rhode Island type shit. Like, and I say that like with just like the most like respect. Dude can make a movie set in his garage, literally, bro. I've seen the shit.
Crafty.
Dude can like he had a microphone stand come down from the roof or the ceiling of the garage on like a pulley system because he hooked it up to
Really?
his garage door motor. He had
Oh
this shit go
shit.
and drop down into the shit. Just like he's amazing. And so I had this idea for the music video. I was like, I wanted the 6 6 music video to just be like just nuts. You know what I mean? And like kind of like just like fun,
Mm-hmm.
but gritty and shit.
Right.
And I was like, I want to sit in a like a demon car and just drive through like desert apocalypse explosions and shit. Um, and that was just kind of like the vibe of it. That was it.
That's awesome.
And I just knew he could help with the green screen component of that. I knew that if I took like an idea like that, he would know a way to like make that shit a reality.
Right.
Because I knew it would be green screen, but I thought like what do we do? Like build half a car and like put it in front of a like what the fuck? How do you do that? Tell me why. We pull up and he's like, all right, man, I got it. He pulls out green screens and just like fits them to the car window.
Mm.
He put green screen over the car window, bro. And like we just shot it that way. We lit the car crazy, you know, like they put like some shit in there to like make it balanced and all that.
Right.
Because with green screen, it's like the shading needs to be very like flat, I guess.
Mm.
So that way it doesn't like fuck around too much. And you know, we doing it on like a no budget.
Right.
so
Just like all on
so
your own shit.
so we're having fun, you know what I mean? And that's the best part of it. So dude took like aluminum foil and like wrapped it around the wheel of the car. He put like a skeleton. Like this dude had a the song is called 666. I am the goat, like 666, and my whole gang is with this shit.
Right.
This dude had an actual fucking goat mask ready to go for the like video. We pull up and he just had it, and he was like, "Yo, want to use this?" I'm like, "You just had this? Crazy." So shouts out Steve. And then like aside from that, like music videos, I'm trying to do like music videos for every song on the Urban Legend project. So there's like 10 songs on that, 11 songs on that.
All right. Yeah, you better have a whole like movie by the time you do all those.
I kind of want them to, yeah,
You want 'em,
be like a movie,
like all like go along in like a giant story or like a giant theme.
something like that. Yeah, I want like universe to tie together into like some vibe,
That's
you know?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's some real visionary shit. Like I have artists that I've interviewed and they like have music videos and stuff like that. And I've talked about this before. I just forgot with who. But like to have all of them connect or have some sort of like continuity is really fucking dope.
Yeah, I want to experiment with that. Like, how do you make something continuous even though you know it ended? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's like a concept I'm really interested in with shit.
Yeah, it's really
So,
cool. I mean, you have
what
a
do you
really
are you a spiritual kind of person?
what happened?
Are you a spiritual kind of person?
I would consider myself so yeah.
Right on.
I'm into like the whole like fucking what is it? I like talking about like fucking the vibrations and what plane we're on and shit like that. And fucking
Right on.
yeah, my girlfriend's
Cool.
really into that shit. I just kind of listen, but I believe everything she
Yeah.
says, you know? So
Hey man.
she has a better way
Hey
of
man.
articulating it, but I'm here. I'm right there with her.
Y'all should do a podcast.
Bro,
We'll
no
talk.
way you just said that because I was just talking
That
to
would
her
be
yes.
funny. An episode with y'all would be funny. I think that
Bro,
would be cool.
I was just like, let me not say too much because again, people be fucking
Yeah.
biting. But I was just
Right.
talking with her, bro, and I was like, "Yo, we should start one." And she was like, "Stop playing with me." Like, I was like, "Dead ass," because we were just
Try it
talking.
out, bro. Try it out.
We were just chopping it up about. We were talking about tattoos because we were watching some shit together, and we just had like a whole conversation. I was like, "Yo, we should like start a podcast and just talk bullshit."
Fired up, bro. Fired
I
up.
might. I'm not gonna say much.
This is as easy as it gets, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say too much, but you feel me on that one. But no, yeah, that's really cool. And like I want to ask you, even with this new project that you just released, and
Mm.
for projects in general, like what's your? Cause we talked about the creative process for videos and stuff. What's your creative
Hmm.
process for an album or a project or this album as well? Like, is it kind of like I have a couple singles that I made and I'm like, yo, they sound good together, or is it like I have
Mm.
this whole like message, this whole theme that I want to put into like this passion project, you know?
It's like there's parts of you that you want to express,
Hmm.
and hopefully you do. You know, like you get the shit out. For me, you get the shit out, you record it, you know visualize it, whatever. Um, and then like if you're like me, that just takes time, and you live your life and go through shit, and experience things, and you create all the time. So then when you finish, like or when you kind of like look at it as like, oh shit, I have like five of these joints now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and like that was like these was all when I was like kind of like on some emo shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, and like for me, I just have to be free. I have to be like, just aware and be around the good energy. you know, be around the, like, the good energy, and also have a lot of time to myself to, like, just work on shit. I
Right.
record all the time. Like, I record like every day type shit. Like, at least something, like, I'll write or I'll record. Cause I like to freestyle, but I don't um I'll like I'll write a lot because I think writing it makes your freestyling better.
Right.
hmm
But
And then, like, I'll like, track songs out, and I make like 13 versions of a song before I like change it, like, change it up again, and
right.
then I'm like, oh, I like the original the best.
That's
You know.
happened to me before too, bro.
Mm.
I've done had like 20 versions of the same song, and I was like, damn, I think I had to write the first time. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I always wondered because I feel like everybody has a different process of doing everything. Mm.
Yeah.
But you seem like a very mellow dude. So I'm like, how does this dude do something so articulated, well articulated, something so I guess tedious even. Like an album's very much like, like a sculpture. You're trying
Yeah.
to get every little detail, every
It
little like
is.
nook and cranny.
It is.
Yeah, man.
And it's like it ain't it all, like, you got architecture and you got structure and things that are like all kinds of different quality, and
Right.
you let everything be what it is. Um, I feel like the best shit is not stuff you're like controlling too much
Hmm.
or doing too much to it. It's like a faith in that, like, that process, that moment type shit.
Right.
You record that shit and you're like, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, and also your mindset is important. Like, so many people don't have the right mindset for like creating and like drafting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't have that mindset of like, um, this ain't it yet.
Right.
They think like, oh, that's down and that's done. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And like, I can't. You know what I mean? And like, they kind of like get in their own way, be your own harshest critic.
Right.
You know? So you don't want to do too much of that. You want to be honest, but you don't want to be like,
Leave.
you know,
Yeah. Don't.
punishing something.
Right. And also like leave room for improvement with certain things. Like
Absolutely, absolutely, bro.
don't be so
Like,
anal about things. Yeah.
every song that I put on the Urban Legend project, I always feel like there could be one more voice on there. You know what I mean? Like, one more take on it.
Yeah.
But then I realized, bro, is the new take is you doing it for people in front of you. And
Exactly.
I was like, okay, because I want to be one with the music. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one with that thing and like give it that energy that it needed. That one last shit in front of this motherfucker right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, which speaking of have you like have you performed any of this album live or have you done any live shows? I really don't. I'm not
Yeah,
too
yeah,
in
yeah.
the know.
So, like, I haven't technically done any in 2023, but like, last month I did an open mic at Kurt's event,
Hmm.
and I was like, bro, I was checking it out on the gram. I was like, this is a good ass event. You seem like some good people. I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna just do this, like, and sure enough, it was a really good event. So I did that, and I played my song 6 6, which is off Urban Legend. And then before that, I did a show at this like beer brewery in Rhode Island. Yeah. And
How
my
was
boy
that?
Jesse, hmm,
How was that?
that was different, bro. That was like, I didn't know, because I didn't know how my shit would go over, because when I do my shit, it's very like pump, like hard shit, you know what I mean? Mosh pit shit.
Right.
And most of the artists that were there that night were kind of on some more like um conscious type shit. But my shit goes, so it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? And I went up, and the beat sounded good and the energy was right and shit rocked. Like, there was people in there that I felt like hadn't been in a mosh pit in a minute, and they were when my shit came on. If you know what I mean, like people that don't usually be at shows where they mosh and slam dance and
Right.
shit. We're being like, oh, all of a sudden, like, oh,
Yeah,
like lit,
it arose something within the crowd, within certain people. You know, it's dope that you brought that energy
my
to.
like, it's just it's in it, you know. Yeah,
Right. That's
right on.
awesome.
So I've been somewhat active, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to average like I try to average like 1 to 2 shows a month,
That's a very good
and like
goal.
in different areas and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not too much where I'm from, and not too much in like other people's shit. Just kind of like just moving,
Straggling
operating. And
around.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
How I would like to ask, how much has that helped you, like exposure wise, doing live performances all around?
Do it. Any chance you get, do it. Like, there's been times where like I've been working a regular, I've been working a regular job
Hmm.
and like bailed on a shift to go play a show that I wasn't getting paid for, bro. Swear to God. Like, just do it. Any chance you get, do that shit. It doesn't make sense, but if you want that shit, it does.
Right.
You know what
You're
I
like
mean?
you're painting for a bigger picture.
That's you get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
Right.
You get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, trust. I feel, especially like even talking about like the with your situation, like, oh, like I did shifts for this shit. It's like because in the long run, at the end of the payoff,
Yeah.
it's gonna be way more rewarding than that fucking $15 an hour or whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah, bro, when you see it differently.
Yeah.
You see shit differently. You see the future differently. You know, this is just temporary. I'm gonna get over this, and
Right.
that's what I need to be doing. That's my shit right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if have to take how you know what I'm saying. You know that that's your goal, your passion. You know what I mean, and like be in tune with that.
Yeah, man. Visionary shit, bro. Trust. Like
Mm-hmm.
right now I'm about to start work and I'm about to do some like doorman shit right downtown Brooklyn. Some cool shit, whatever.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. I was talking about like with my parents about because I'm staying with my parents for this weekend or whatever, and I was talking to them about that shit. And they kind of see it, or like they always see things as like that's the end of it. Like, like, oh, this is your
Yeah.
end goal, this is your final, like this is your end game. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, this is me funding what I want to be my end game, which is like all my podcast shit and like all my fucking,
Yeah.
and again, all the shit I want to do that I won't speak of because I don't want people to know, like whatever the fuck.
Right
So
on, bro. Hell yeah. So you're moving to the city and shit.
right.
Let me know if you need help finding some work out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, right now I'm lucky enough to have connections with this
Good.
shit,
Hell yeah.
and yeah. But if it doesn't work out,
Hey, bro, if you ever need like a weekend little spot or work here and there, like I'll float somebody's contact your way.
for sure, man.
Yep.
I gotta ask out of like sheer curiosity, what sign are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
I
Sun.
fucking knew it. Me
Yeah.
too.
You could tell? You're an
Yeah, I could.
Aquarius?
Yeah,
Come on, bro. That's what's up.
yeah,
Oh,
man.
that's lit. I like this so much more. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. I'm just thinking this whole time like this dude's super fucking mellow, and he's
You an
just a good.
Aquarian, brother. Oh,
Yeah,
lit.
shit.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, bro. I'm an Aquarius sun, a Gemini moon, and a Libra rising.
Okay, brother. Hell yeah. See, you up on that.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not too like woke to like my shit. I have my chart done and all that, but I haven't peeped over it.
yeah. It's fucking. My mom got me really into that shit when I was younger, but it took
Yeah,
me.
that's
It
cool,
took
man.
me. It
That's
took
what's up.
me.
That's what's up.
It took me years to like remember my
Yeah,
chart and
you
shit.
see, and bro, I love, some of my best friends are Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just I love that. So that's what's up. I'm
That's
stoked.
that's so dope, bro. I'm getting better at recognizing too, because I'll just like look at someone and they'll talk or they'll just like certain mannerisms or saying shit. And I'm like, this my like especially like yo with celebrities and shit. I'll be watching some shit like fuck. The other week I was watching like wrestling or some shit, and I was or
Oh, you fucked up, bro. Hell yeah.
like a wrestling interview or some shit, and he was talking. He's like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, da da da. He was like talking some shit. I'm like, let this
Mm,
motherfucker be an Aquarius, bro. I Google him February 13th. I was like, I knew it.
that's what's up. But
What
yo, so what are you getting into for the rest of your night?
After
You feeling?
this, I just shit, I already ate. After this, I'm probably gonna play the game and shit. I gotta start packing my bag because I'm going back down to Brooklyn. Shit like that, you know, nothing
Hell yeah.
crazy. Smoke, smoke and play the game and pack my bag.
Bro, that's all day. I'm about to get into that my damn self. We're working on a music video right now, so I got to get back to that, and then we're going to a show.
That's
But I'm working
awesome.
on. I'm gonna send you some unreleased visuals if you want to see.
I would love to, bro. You don't understand how much of a fucking music video dork I am.
Dude, okay, cool. So this is a music video that I like shot myself and
Okay.
edited myself. So like just like mad low budget. So
Yeah.
be nice. But no, it's like a cool vibe. It's for a song called Facelift off the Urban Legend joint.
Yeah, that's what's
So
up. I'm not hating or discriminating. Low budget is some of the best
bro,
shit you'll find.
honestly, it's my favorite shit. So
Yeah.
my favorite shit to make.
No, yeah. What was I gonna say? My pops, he does videos and he's an Aquarius too, isn't that so funny? But my pops does the music video shit or whatever, and he's like the only person I know who ever like fucking like when I was a kid like that wanted to chase a dream or shit. So shout out dad. But
Salute.
because of him, I'm like a super video nerd because like I see what the effort he puts in his product and his result, and then I see like
Mm,
and then you see like what like Cole Bennett and other people like that or whatever the fuck and what they do, and you're just like
yeah,
these motherfuckers go hard, and it's just nice. It's nice to have that visual to accompany some of your favorite songs.
dude. I have some like throwback videos that I'll throw on sometimes where just like I need to get back to like some like I don't know, nostalgia shit. Like, did you ever fuck with like Awful Records and like Father?
Shit, I've heard of Father, but I haven't really fucked with them heavy.
Dude, they have a really cool song called Vamp, and the music video is by JMP, and
Yeah,
JMP was an ill videographer at the time. So I'll throw that shit on just for inspo. I'll be like, this shit is this shit is the way.
bro, I'll be in like I throw on the weirdest, like not weirdest, but like shit that's just nostalgic to me too. Like with music videos and shit like that. Like I like the old early 2000s like new metal shits, you know?
Oh,
Like they're just like some of them are really cool, like even and they hold up well to this day, but some of them are just so dated in their time.
yo,
And you're just
what
there
was
like this
watching?
is so 2000s.
We were watching the Slammiversary. You're a wrestling fan, right? Right.
Yeah,
We were watching the Slammiversary from 2003 or some shit like that. And the edit on it was so cool. It was like the dopest shit. I'll send it to you because it's a really good pay-per-view. And the shit like the edit was just so crazy. And like the aesthetic from that time, I was like, yo, that's nuts.
I fucking love old wrestling, bro. Like
And they
old.
have like a bootleg version of Toxicity by System of a Down playing because they would have like it would be like of a song of that time, but they
Yeah,
would play it a different way.
I remember who the fuck had one. Christian had a theme song that was supposed to be like a fucking Evanescence song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Disturbed, it would be like Disturbed, Evanescence, System of a Down shit, bro. That's so funny. And we're
th-
like, I'm running this shit back, and I'm like, that's that disorder.
yeah, yeah. You fucking
Oh
hear
my
it
god.
when you hear it, but that's cool that you're a wrestling fan. I didn't even like know that for real.
My boy Bob is really the one who shouts out Bobby Beanstack. My boy Bob is really the one who's the big wrestling fan. I'm a fan of like his knowledge of it. He be like
Yeah,
schooling me on shit to the point where I'm just like, we have to
I got
respect like this shit. It's
that.
so cool.
I got my boy into it in like 2020 or 2021, and it's like the same shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like we'll be
My
talking
boy
about shit.
Vizzy and my boy Bob are both huge like wrestling heads, and they
Do
be
you have
putting me on
do
all the
you
good
have a
papers.
favorite? Do you have a favorite wrestler?
I like Abyss.
Abyss is cool.
Abyss is nuts. I like Mankind. Mankind was cool.
They always
Um,
remind me of each other too. That's the funny thing.
I like AJ Styles.
That's what's up.
Um, I like who else? Oh, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's
Who's
fire.
the dude? Oh no, who's the dude? This is my favorite dude. Who's the dude who actually stabbed the dude in the ring?
New Jack?
Yes, bro. I like him.
Yo,
That's my guy.
New Jack is so fucking funny and fire, bro. I was watching Dark Side of the Ring on Hulu.
Yes. Yep.
I was watching that shit. I watched it by myself, and then I showed my friend it, and that's how I got him into wrestling, bro, with that one episode.
That
And then
one app.
I showed my girl it, bro, and she fucking likes the whole series now, and she'd be like,
I'm
yo,
saying
it gets
banger app.
New Jack is just so fire that it gets
Like,
anybody involved into what the fuck.
good ass promos too.
Oh yeah, for sure. They would,
What?
dude,
Legendary promos.
literally. I
Ric
fuck with New
Flair,
Jack
another one.
with Flair.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. I like CM Punk. Like I'm a CM Punk guy.
Oh hell yeah, fuck yeah, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
That's
but
another
then
guy.
I also fuck with like Roddy Piper and fucking Mick Foley's up there. Who else? Eddie
Oh yeah,
Guerrero,
Foley.
Brian
Of course,
Pillman.
Eddie. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Eddie, bro. We ran some shit. One of his joints too. This was a crazy ass card. I think like Kurt Angle was in that bitch. It was nuts. It was a nuts one. I'm like, bro, this is fucking iconic, bro. So that's what's up.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that. That shit came up like accidentally wrestling. I have my little belt over there, but it's dark, so you can't even see what it is. It's like
Pull it
my
out
little.
for the fucking stream, brother.
Hold on, I got you right now. Hold on, I gotta take this
Yeah.
shit off. Ugh. 1 second. And I'm in my fucking pajamas. Fuck it though. We lit.
And we lit. I see you, Boricua.
This shit heavy. This is the first time I've shown this shit.
Shit.
I got the hardcore championship. Fuck with your boy, because I'm hardcore. I want to get What else the fuck I want to get? I'm not really like a nerd. Like, well, I am a nerd. Let me not get it twisted. But like, I would never like admit to it to the public. But like, I wouldn't spend all my bread on the replicas. But if I had to get one more replica, or the one I want, the other one I want like that is the fucking Smoking Skull one, that Stone Cold title.
Right. You need that.
I
You
need
might need to
that.
boss your life up, get this podcast popping, and grab you one.
Facts, yo. I mean, I gotta prioritize. I need to get a new mic and shit. Cause once I move to Brooklyn, bro, I want to start doing the in-person interviews, and I need a new mic, another mic besides this one. So one step at a
They
time.
got some really dope mics that you could just put right into your phone.
That's what's up. I gotta get one of those for like going around and shit, and I need to get like another one for my interface for when I'm like doing like in the crib shit. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Bro,
But yo,
what's up?
it's been a pleasure, like, speaking with you, man, for real. Like, I appreciate your time and the platform and like just everything that you're kind of starting with this whole thing.
Thank you, bro. I mean, shit, thank you. I really appreciate that you appreciate it. With this conversation specifically, I've been enjoying the fuck out of it, and it's so funny because I was like, I'm doing 3 interviews today. Usually I do one, and I'll
Yeah.
just do that for the weekend, and the next week I'll do one and shit. But I've been kind of doing them premeditated or whatever. And I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, like I'm not gonna lie, before I did it, I was like, damn, I gotta talk to some white dude. All right, cool, like whatever. Like I didn't know anything about you, for real.
Yeah.
But like this interview it has been so fun and so cool because you're just mad chill. I'm telling you, it's the Aquarius shit, bro. But like we're just like mad,
we
we're
on
just
the
mad
same
chill
we
and
on the same wave, bro.
word. But I mean, I won't hold up much of your time. I'll start up the wrap up and shit like that. I know you got shit to do. I got shit to do and all that. So we'll start the wrap up. Which before I ask the final question, I'll ask you if there's any corner or crevice of you that we have not discussed that you feel like we should have discussed on this episode because it's your episode.
I mean, I'd like, shouts out my boy M Sully Media, you know what I mean? That's my dog with the visuals. Shouts out Bobby Beansack. Shouts out Autopilot, my engineer. You know what I mean? Dude makes my vocals and shit sound very, very fucking nice. And he pieced me off with a nice ass mic for my spot. So I'm chilling. Let's see. Shouts out to my brother Cooj. Just like shouts out to you. Shouts out to the Cult of Personality podcast, like out here. Shouts out, just like, shouts out people listening to this.
Facts. Yo, you're the first person I ever asked, like, yo, what else should we talk about? And you just start shouting out everybody. That's love. That's love for shouting out all your
anybody
people.
else I'm forgetting, shouts out to you too.
Facts.
Because there's going to be people that I forgot.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah, you can't list everybody. But yo, that's love. Now you just shout everybody out. Yeah, shout out all of them. Shout out the viewers, bro.
Yo.
Who?
My boy Jesse the Tree.
Shout out Jesse.
Yes.
Yo, no, yeah, man. So it's been a pleasure talking. Right now, now is the final question, which is that John Phelps tomorrow in the next. What do you got going on tomorrow? And within how'd it go? In the next day,
Um.
week, year, month, whatever the fuck, millennium, century, whatever. It doesn't have to be music related. It could be what you're eating tomorrow. What you got going on in the future?
Growth. You know what I'm saying? Like just recording a lot, performing a lot, putting a lot into my mental health, and just fucking getting it done, getting shit moving, making
Awesome.
money, making moves.
Yes, sir. I feel you
Yeah,
on that one. Yo, bro,
yeah.
2023 is gonna be a good year. I feel it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Fucking, what was I gonna say though? Bro, it's been a pleasure talking to you, bro. This has been probably, it's so funny because like my last interview, I was like, yo, this is one of my favorite episodes. This is one of my favorite episodes for sure. Like,
Hey man, I
it's just,
appreciate that for real.
yeah, man, it's been really cool. You show mad love. And the fact is, the funny thing is, like, well, sometimes with people on the podcast, like, we'll have a couple interactions before our episode type shit. Like, we'll just, like, swipe up on each other's stories, and we have each other on the gram and shit like that. I really was not expecting, like, you and I have not interacted before, so it was just so cool that we started off on the same note all the way through, you know?
My,
Um,
that's what's up, man. That's love, baby. That's what's up.
yeah, man. But I'll just do this little outro now, which
I
goes a little,
appreciate you and your time.
yeah, man. We'll do this little outro right now, which goes a little like that. This was the Cult of Personality podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mikeymcchoppa. With us today was John Phelps. Thank you for sitting with me for like the last hour or so. Thank you, people watching for the last hour or so. People listening on Spotify, Apple, watching on YouTube, listening on SoundCloud, whatever the fuck, wherever I'm at. Everybody supporting the Cult Personality is lit, man. Thank you again. What was I gonna say? Anyway, we'll see you next week. Shout out everybody. Happy 2023. We lit. Da da da. This episode's probably gonna come out in like I don't even know, like February or like the end of January. So it's not even like Happy New
That's
Year.
perfect.
Yeah, but it's chill. But overall, peace, love, and hair grease to the viewers. Peace out. And